Good morning to everyone. In this class, I am going to discuss about chemistry. What is chemistry? Chemistry is a branch of science in which we study about the composition, properties and interaction of matter. We know very well what is matter. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. So, what is matter? It has mass and occupies space. This matter is broadly classified into solid, liquid and gas. You know very well. Okay. So, what is chemistry? How it is classified? What are the types of chemistry? I wrote something on that board. So, they are nothing but physical chemistry, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, biochemistry, polymer chemistry, environmental chemistry, analytical chemistry, electrochemistry. In our syllabus, mainly we discuss about physical chemistry, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, electrochemistry and polymer chemistry. So, what is physical chemistry? We want to know why do we study about chemistry? It is necessary to study about chemistry? Yes. It is necessary to study about chemistry. Why it is necessary? Because chemistry is a big part in our everyday life. Our day starts with chemistry only. One can find chemistry daily in our life, in the food we eat, the air we breathe, a cleansing agent made by chemicals, our emotion, and literally every object we can touch or see. Okay boys, come to the point. So, some common chemistry may be obvious, but others might be surprises. We know very well our body is made up of chemical substances by combination of many elements. What are the elements are present in our body? You know that carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sodium, potassium, iron, calcium, these are present in our body in the form of carbohydrate, amino acid, protein and nucleic acid. Nucleic acids are further divided into DNA, RNA, lipids, cholesterol and vitamins. So, except vitamin, all are present in our body itself, but vitamin cannot be synthesized by our body. It is provided through a diet. What are vitamins? Vitamins are organic substances. These are further classified into two types. They are water soluble vitamin and fat soluble vitamin. What are water soluble vitamin? You know very well. Water soluble vitamins are which one? Vitamin complex B1, B2, B up to B12 and then C and C. Then fat soluble vitamins are A, D, K like that. Okay, come to the class from which we know that that is our body is made up of many chemical compounds by combination of elements. That's why from which we can understand that chemistry is essential in our everyday life. The emotion that you feel as a result of chemical messengers only. Okay, not only in our everyday life it is necessary, but also it is very essential in industries also. Chemistry plays an important and useful role towards development and growth of number of industries. It includes the industries like paint, glasses, textile, pigment, dyes, sugar, cement, plastics and even in all medicines are made up of chemicals only. So, in pharmaceutical also it is useful. That is why chemistry is very essential. Okay, come to the point. So, that today we discuss about the very basic concept in chemistry. What are the basic concepts you want to know? I write here He, Fe, Ca, and I write H plus, Na plus, K plus, then I write Cl minus, Br minus, Cn minus, O2, N2, H2, F2, like this. In a beaker, I write BaCl2 plus H2SO4 plus H2O. Okay. Now, what is this and all? See that here He, helium, iron, calcium. Here I write some H plus sodium, Na plus, K plus, like that. So, these are nothing but element or atom. Okay. What are these are? These are called as ions. All these are called as H plus ion, sodium ion, potassium ion. This is also called as ion. What about these? These are called as molecules. These are called as molecules. What about this and all? These are called as compound. What about in that beaker I wrote something? These are called as mixture. You able to okay. So what is meaning of an element? What is meaning of atom? Okay, we see one by one. An element is the pure substance which cannot be broken into any other substance by chemical means. It is pure substance. What is an element? An element is a pure substance. What is an element? An element is the pure substance which cannot be broken into any other substance. It is made up of only one type of atom. Made up of only one type of atom. Very important point this one. Pure substance made by only one type of atom. Types of atom. So, in this periodic table, this is you know very well, this is periodic table. In this periodic table, what is present? Everything is called as element. Okay, it is a symbol of, it is a symbol for an element. Okay, so what about that? These are further classified into metal, non-metal and semi-metal radioactive element. We discuss one by one later. All these are nothing but symbol for an element. Okay. So, it is made up of only one type of atom. That is why every element differ from each other. Okay. Already we know that that is everything in the universe contains the atom of at least one or more element. Everything in the universe at least contains one or more element. Okay. Totally 118 elements are identified. Of these 118 elements, 94 elements are naturally occurs on the earth. Next, so all these are nothing but element. Okay, these elements are made up of only one type of atom. So next we go for what is an atom. Atom. An atom is the smallest particle which is responsible for carrying out chemical reaction. Smallest particle, which is responsible for carrying out chemical reaction. Okay, an atom is made up of 3 tiny fundamental particles. The 3 tiny fundamental particles are called as subatomic particle. Which is called as subatomic particle? The subatomic particle is nothing but protons, neutrons and electrons. Protons, neutrons and electrons. Already you knows that proton, neutrons and electrons. These are called as subatomic particle. So what is the charge of proton? Proton carry positive charge. Neutron do not carry any charge. Neutron carry negative charge. Positively charged particles are called as proton. Negatively charged particles are called as electron. Do not carry any charge, that is called as neutron. So the atom is made up of 3 fundamental tiny particles are nothing but protons, neutrons and electrons. Okay boys? Okay. Now these proton and neutrons are present, we know very well, in an atom is sphere in shape. So in that sphere, these proton and neutrons are, it is sphere in shape, in which the proton and neutrons are present in the center part. Proton and neutrons are present in the center part of an atom. This is collectively called as nucleus. Which is called as nucleus? Proton plus neutron which is present in the center part of an atom, that is collectively called as nucleus. This is called as nucleus. Around the nucleus, electron fly in a circular path. Okay, it is electron revolve around the nucleus in a circular path. This circular path is otherwise called as orbit. Very important topic this one. What is called as orbit? Electron revolve in an atom. Electron revolve around the nucleus in a circular path. That circular path is called as orbit. It is non-directional in nature. It is non-directional in nature. Not only electron, according to Sommerfeld theory, we discuss in our discuss later. Not only according to Sommerfeld theory, not only electrons revolve in a circular path, but also it revolve in elliptical path. It revolve in elliptical path also. Whenever electrons are revolve in an elliptical path, that is called as orbital. That is called as orbital. So new term for you, one is called as orbit, another one is called as orbital. So what is the difference between orbit and orbital? You want to know that. So we go for what is orbit and orbital. Already I said that atom is a sphere in shape, circular sphere in shape. So in which center part is called as nucleus. Proton and neutrons are present inside of the nucleus. Around these, electrons are revolve in a circular path. The circular path is otherwise called as main cell or orbit. So what is orbit? Orbit is otherwise called as main cell. Very important, main cell. It is represented by a symbol K, L, M, N, like that. Orbit, otherwise called as main cell. It is represented by a letters K, L, M, N. So around neutron, around nucleus, electrons revolve. In the first main cell means the cell is represented as K cell. next cell is M cell, next cell is M and N cell. Okay, so in each cell the electrons revolve in circular path as well as in elliptical path. Whenever electrons revolve in a elliptical path, that is called as orbital. So what is the definition for an orbital? And orbitals are nothing but it is defined as three-dimensional region in space around the nucleus. Three-dimensional, it is a three-dimensional region in the space around the nucleus in which the probability of finding of an electron is maximum. It is your 2 mark question. What is an orbital? Orbital is a three-dimensional region in the space around the nucleus in which the probability of finding of an electron is maximum. See, in this diagram, I put some dot. I put some dot like this. I draw outline. So the probability of finding the electron is here only. Here the probability of finding the dots are empty. So what is the shape of this one? It is circle like that. The probability of finding of an electron where is maximum, then that are referred as orbital. Orbitals are represented by a symbol small letter SPDF. Okay, orbit otherwise called as main cell represented by a symbol KLMN. Orbital, orbital otherwise called as subcell. These are otherwise called as subcell represented by SPDF, small letter only. So orbita KLMN, orbit KLMN, orbitals SPDF. Okay, so this is what? First cell. So according to quantum theory, further the location of electrons are represented by 4 quantum numbers. The first number is called as principal quantum number indicated by a symbol N. So this is a first cell for any atom, that's why that first cell is called as N equal to 1. Second cell N equal to 2, N is 3, N equal to 4. Okay, come to the point. How to fill electron in a given atom? See that. What is that? N equal to 1. What is the cell? Main cell. Main cell is nothing but main cell otherwise called as orbit. N equal to 1 means what is the cell? K cell. N equal to 2, what is the cell? L cell. N3, what about that? That is M cell. Next, N equal to 4, N cell. Okay, for each main cell, how many subcells are possible? Means very important topic. Listen carefully. Main cell, K, L, M, N. These are called as orbit. Subcell. Subcell otherwise called as what? Otherwise called as orbital. So these are otherwise called as orbital. So this is N equal to 1, main cell is K, that is why how many subcells are possible means only one subcell is possible, that is why that one subcell is nothing but S cell. Here what is N? N equal to 2, that is why how many subcells are possible in L? Means 2 subcell. What are the 2 subcell means? S and P. Here N is 3. That's why how many subcells are there? In third main cell means 3 subcells. They are nothing but S, P, D. Like that fourth one S, P, D. N equal to 4. N cell. So here how many suborbitals are there means 4 suborbitals. They are nothing but S, P, D, F. So how these are represented? N is 1, that's why I write this is 1s. second cell n equal to 2, so I write here 2s 2p. N is 3, so I write here what? 3s 3p 3d. Here n equal to 4, that's why I write 4s 4p 4d 4f. Like that you want to write 1s, which is a lower orbital. 1s is a lower orbital. What about the next one? 2s 2p. Okay, like that. So in this way the electrons are located in a given atom. This is very important topic for you. Listen carefully. So main cell atom is made up of 3 tiny fundamental particles: protons, neutrons, electrons, and these are called as subatomic particle. These are present in an atom, which is present in the center part. Proton and neutrons are present in the center part, called as nucleus. Around these electrons are revolve in a circular path as well as elliptical path. Whenever it rotates circular path, that are called as main cell or orbit. When it rotates in elliptical path, that are called as subcell or orbital. Then how will you write that orbital? Like this. Next, so atoms are responsible for carry out chemical reaction. I said that why it is responsible for carrying out chemical reaction means which are take part in chemical reaction means a proton and neutron does not take part, do not take part in chemical reaction. Only electrons are present in the outermost cell take part in a chemical reaction. That's why we said that atoms are smallest particle which take part in a chemical reaction. These atoms are further classified broadly into 4 types. What are the 4 types of atom means? That is made by protons, neutron and electron. Most of the second one is most of the atoms are stable. Third one is isotopes. We know very well what is meaning of isotopes. Atoms of same element having same atomic number but different mass number, that are called as isotopes. What are called as isotopes? You know very well. Same mass number but same atomic number, different mass number, that are called as isotope. Which are called as isotope? Atoms of same element having same atomic number but different mass number, these are called as isotope. Let us consider this example. Hydrogen, I write here atomic number is 1, 2, 1, 1, 1 for all this hydrogen. What about its mass number? Mass number is 1, 2, 3. Like that. Oxygen, atomic number 8 and 8. Here I write, what about that means? 16, 17. So, superscript referred as mass number. Here these are called as atomic number. So, different mass number, same atomic number for same element, these are called as isotopes. Then next one is atoms are further classified into radioactive atoms, which are called as radioactive element. Means what is meaning of radioactivity? It is the phenomenon of spontaneous disintegration of certain atomic nuclei by the emission of radioactive rays such as alpha, beta, gamma rays. Then that elements are called as radioactive element. Spontaneous disintegration of certain atomic nuclei, that word is very important, atomic nuclei, by emission of radioactive rays such as alpha, beta, gamma rays. The phenomenon is called as radioactivity. Then that elements are called as radioactive element. Uranium, thorium, plutonium, and all these are some examples for radioactive elements. These atoms are further either neutral or charged one. If atoms are charged one, these are called as atomic ion. So far we discussed the topic is what is an element, next one is atom. Third one we discuss about what is meaning of ion. Listen, ion, element, atom, next topic is nothing but ion. Atoms are electrically neutral or charged 1. So why these are charged 1? We discussed now. So ion. An ion is the charged atoms or molecules. An ion is nothing but charged atoms or molecules. Why it carry charge? It carry two type of charge. One is positive charge, another one is negative charge. What are the type of ion means? Two type of ions. One is positive charge, another one is negative charge. Positively charged particles are called as positive ion. This is called as positive ion, or this is called as cation. Very important, boys. So what is called as positive? Positive ion is otherwise called as cation. Why it carry positive charge? Positive charge occur due to loss of electron. Due to loss of electron, it get what charge? Positive charge. What about negatively charged ions? Negatively charged ions are otherwise called as anion. These are otherwise called as anion. Okay, why this carry negative charge? Negative charge means due to gain of electron. Very important, gain of electrons. It carry what charge? Negative charge. Some example, non-metals, oxygen, fluorine, bromine, iodine. These are easily accept electron. That's why it carry what charge? Negative charge. That's why you write like this. So it accept fluorine, accept 1 electron. Electron charge is negative, it accept 1 electron. Fluorine atom accept 1 electron. So it is carry negative charge. Cl plus electron, it carry negative charge. Then I write, what about that? H plus electron, it carry what charge? H minus. This ion is called as hydride ion, fluoride ion. Don't say this is fluorine, chlorine. You want to say fluoride, chloride, hydride. So these are what type of ion? These are anions. These are example of anion. What about the cation? It carry what charge? Positive charge. So which are carry positive charge, which are readily lose electron means usually metal lose electron. Metal lose electron. That's why it carry charge. So what are the charge? Metal, sodium, potassium, lithium, calcium, magnesium, iron. These are metals, you know, copper, silver, gold, you know very well, these are metal. So it is ready to lose electron. That's why it carry what charge means? Positive charge. So K plus, Fe2 plus. Why I write Fe2 plus? Because it lose how many electron? 2 electron. Aluminium, metal, it lose how many electron? 3 electron. That's why I write Al3 plus. Tin, Sn, symbol for tin is Sn. It lose minimum 2 electron as well as 4 electron. That's why you can write Sn2 plus and Sn4 plus. What is the name of this one? 2 plus means this is called as stannous. This is called as stannous. 4 plus means this is called as stannic. Like that, iron also Fe2 plus as well as Fe3 plus. 3 plus means it is called as ferric. 2 plus means it is called as ferrous. It is called as ferrous. Cu plus, that means what? It lose how many electron? Only 1 electron. It is called as cuprous. Don't say copper. It is called as cuprous. And Cu2 plus. This is called as cupric. This is called as cupric. Then Cr, element, or it is called as atom. Every element made by only one type of atom. That's why it is made up of many atoms. So what about the symbol for chromium? Cr. So it carry either 2 plus or 3 plus. What is its name? Chromous. This is called as chromic. So atoms either neutral or charged one. The charge may be positive or negative. Positively charged means that are called as cation. Negatively charged means that are called as anions. So we know that what is an element, what is an atom. Next, what is an ion? Okay, positive ion, negative ion, cation or otherwise called as cation and anion. How will you get that anion and cation means due to loss of electron or gain of electron. Loss of electron means cation, gain of electron means anion. Next, next we go for compound. Next we go for compound. What is meaning of compound, or what is the difference between compound and molecule? Very simple topic, but this is a basic in chemistry. So what is compound, what is molecule? You know the difference between these two? Now you consider this example first. O plus O. What is this? This is oxygen atom. This is oxygen atom. Combination of these two atoms. What is the product we will get? O2. Hydrogen atom combined with another hydrogen atom, we get H2. Cl, chlorine plus chlorine atom combined together, we get what? Chlorine. Okay. Now, like that, 3 oxygen atoms are combined together. It gives what? O3, nothing but ozone. Okay, like that. These are, now I write Na, what about I write Na, I write S plus O2. This is sulfur atom. This is sulfur atom. What about this? Means this is molecule, oxygen molecule. This metal and this sulfur plus oxygen combined together, they form sulfur dioxide. It is a sulfur dioxide. Now I take CaO plus SiO2. It gives CaSiO3. Okay, what is the difference between this and this one? This is called as molecule, these are called as compound. Why I said this is compound and this is molecule? How will you get molecule? That is, molecules are obtained by combination of 2 or more atoms by strong force of attraction or through chemical bond. Okay, 2 or more atoms undergoes combination. As a result, we get that one is called as molecule. Okay, what is a compound? Compound is nothing but it is a substance. It is combination of either element or substances. Element or substances by chemical reaction. So, like this main difference is, so from which we can easily understand that all the compounds are molecules, but all molecules are not a compound. Very important, boys, listen. All the compounds are molecules, but all the molecules are not a compound. Now, molecules, combination of 2 or more atoms, we get that one is called as molecule. How these molecules are classified? Classification of molecules. Molecules, nothing but here classification of molecules. Molecules, here how many atoms combined together? 2 atoms. That's why we get that molecule is called as diatomic. Before that, we want to go next. It is broadly classified into 2 types. homo and hetero. Homo molecules and hetero molecules. What is meaning of homo means similar. Similar type of atoms are joined together. We get the molecules are called as homonuclear molecule. Different type of molecules are, different type of atoms are joined together. We get that one is called as hetero molecule. So among these, I wrote here O2, H2, Cl2, O3. Here, what are the atoms are combined together? Same type of atom, oxygen and oxygen, hydrogen, hydrogen, chlorine, chlorine, 3 oxygen atom. That's why this is example for which one means homo molecules, which are called as hetero. I write here example. What about that means? Na plus C plus N. Simply I write like this. So here different type of atoms are joined together. That's why we get the compounds are called as our molecule. This is a molecule or compound. This is nothing but compound. This is not a molecule because different. Okay. Different elements are combined together. These are called as compound. Now different molecules. What about the molecule? H2 plus Cl2. H plus Cl combined together. We get HCl. How many atoms are present? Here 2 atoms are present. Here also 2 atoms are present. So these are further classified to diatomic molecule. These are called as diatomic molecule. Here how many atoms are combined together? 3 atoms are combined together. That's why these are called as triatomic molecule. More than 3 atoms are combined together, then that are called as polyatomic molecules. So these molecules are classified into homo molecules, hetero molecule. Further these are classified into diatomic, triatomic and polyatomic molecules. Now these are example for, so what are the compounds? Compounds are nothing but substances which are obtained by combination of element or substances by chemical bond. So how that are formed means, see that how these compounds are formed by 4-way. What are the 4-way means? One is metal, another one is non-metal. 10th standard already we know this one, metal and non-metal. Next one is both are non-metal. Both are non-metal. Third one is, that means this is element plus element. Otherwise you can write element plus element. Okay, next one is compound plus compound. Gives compound. So here also we get compound. Compound I write shortly like that. Here also we get compound. So element and element. What are the element? Hydrogen plus oxygen combined, it form water molecule. Okay, then here non-metal and non-metal. Sulfur is a non-metal, oxygen also non-metal. We get the compound is sulfur dioxide or sulfur trioxide. Compound plus compound. This is compound, this is also compound. Both are combined together. We get the compound is nothing but this one. Okay, like this we get the compound. What is mixture? That is compounds are, here you take water as an example. What is the formula for water? H2O. Here how many hydrogen combined with a oxygen? 2 hydrogen combined with a oxygen. So in definite ratio, then only that are called as compound. A compound is the substance formed when 2 or more elements or substances are chemically bonded together. What is mixture? Mixture is nothing but it is formed when 2 or more substances are physically mixed together. Let us consider, you know very well what is mixture. We eat that mixture. Any ratio is there? Nothing. So that are like that. I wrote barium chloride plus NaCN. So I didn't mention here how much barium chloride and how much. This one is compound because one barium combined with 2 chlorine and one sodium combined with how many cyanide ion means 1 cyanide ion. So these are compound. When mixed without any definite ratio, then that are called as mixture. So this is the main difference between what about compound and mixture. Definite ratio means that are compound. Without any definite ratio, then that are referred as the mixture. Okay. So what is so far we discussed the topic is nothing but what is an element, what is an atom, what is the molecule, then what about the compound, and the next topic is what is the mixture. So what is an element? An element is nothing but pure substance made up of only one type of atom. Then what is an atom? An atom is nothing but smallest particle made by proton, neutron and electron. It is responsible for carrying out all type of chemical reaction except radioactive nuclear reaction. Nuclear reaction occur due to nuclear reaction, radioactive element in which the reaction is due to presence of proton and neutron only, not due to presence of electron. We discuss later this topic. Okay. Then what about the compound? What are the type of molecules? Combination of 2 or more atoms by strong force of attraction or through chemical bond is called as molecule. These molecules are further classified into homo and hetero form, and homo means similar kind of atoms are joined together. Based on that, they are further classified into diatomic, triatomic, polyatomic, which are called as polyatomic molecule. More than 3 atoms are joined together, that are called as polyatomic molecules. Okay. Next we go for. Sir, எவ்வளவு time இருக்கு?